And we're off. This is the great classic rock debate. I'm Kenny.
I'm Paul with zero qualifications.
And I'm Steve.
And we talk anything and everything classic rock. We try to keep it interesting. We try to have fun. If you're watching right now, please like, comment, and subscribe and share. We will love you for that. Okay, let's talk stadium rock. There are probably some stadium rock songs that might not necessarily be classic rock, but most of them are. And we've all been attending sports events since we were young, all the way through our adulthood. And so we are accustomed to being in a stadium and hearing certain songs that are supposed to either pump up the crowd or energize the team or whatever. So I want to start with this. I don't know if there is a specific song that is supposed to be the first ever stadium rock song, but I'm going to tell you this. When I was I'm thinking junior high, maybe 7th or 8th grade, something like that, I can remember hearing two different songs, probably at school sports, like the band, like the high school band would play or something, not at a professional sports event. And one of those was that song Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter.
Oh, yeah.
Hold it.
Okay.
Hold it.
I like the sequel better.
What's that?
I said I like the
Steve.
sequel better.
Hold on. Rock and Roll Part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Hey.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
Hey song.
The
Yeah.
Hey song.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, that. Okay. And it's so funny because, of course, that was way before there was such a thing as an internet. Nobody knew who sang it. It was just the Hey song. The first time I found out, I was an adult when I found out it was called Rock and Roll Part 2. So
I was
just
in
found
high
out
school.
right now.
Because I bought the soundtrack to the Mighty Ducks in high school. It was like Mighty Ducks 2 or something like that. And that song, because that song was on it.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Great.
Learned what it was actually called.
Let me add this thought real quick, because I spent years and years and years DJing private events, which was a lot of wedding receptions, that kind of thing. But also there's a lot of, just think of like an outdoor party and a beach party. It's not so much a dance event. You're just there to give people enjoyable music that has some energy, especially the kind of songs that they kind of like to sing along with, right? So I remember being in a store 30 something years ago and seeing these two CDs, Stadium Rock and more Stadium Rock. And I'm looking over the songs and I'm going, these are the best songs for these type of parties where there's no real theme to it. It's just a big outdoor event and people are drinking and having fun. So that was kind of how I first got started with the whole idea. But then I started thinking back over the 80s and then the 70s, and I'm like, okay, where did this actually start? So I think Rock and Roll Part 2 was the first song I ever remember hearing at a sporting event. But then, and this one sort of goes hand in hand, and that would be when the game is almost over and your team is going to win, they would start playing that song, Hey, Hey, Na, Na, Kiss Him Goodbye.
Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, real quick, have you ever heard Less Stadium Rock by Art Garfunkel? It's a great album. Sorry.
Steve, I'm a person who feels strongly that you have to give credit when credit is due. And if you had chosen a different artist, that might not have been funny, but Art Garfunkel, it was kind of like when they chose Blue Oyster Cult for More Cowbell. It was the perfect choice. Yeah.
More cowbell.
So Art Garfunkel for Less Stadium Rock is
Art
genius.
Garfunkel.
Genius. Yeah.
So that song, I thought, Kenny, and I'm going to throw you a softball, I thought it had some political significance.
By Steam?
Maybe the Vietnam War.
The song by Steam?
I don't know. Yeah.
If it does, I'm not aware of it. I think if you read the lyrics on a surface level, it's kind of this guy who's got an interest in this girl, but she sort of has another guy who doesn't treat her the way she should be treated. And he's telling her, kiss him goodbye. Yeah.
Okay, there's not Vietnam.
Yeah, it's very shallow.
Well,
but it is. And it's a theme that we've heard, a million times in songs.
You know, you you made me think of something when you said stadium rock. I thought you were going to say songs that the band themselves play in a stadium that people like when they're in a stadium. And it would occur to me that you were talking about at a football game or
Oh, okay. I
no,
apologize. I should have.
you don't have to apologize at all.
Okay.
I misinterpreted.
This is a better topic. That's what I thought too, but I like this.
Oh,
better.
okay. Yeah, and the thing is, as the years pass, more songs sort of get thrown into the mix. And sometimes when you're at a game, they'll play one that's not necessarily predictable and it catches you off guard. You're like, I never heard that at a stadium before. And it's a good choice, but it never struck me. So since I'm back in the early 70s with Steam and Gary Glitter Part 2, Gary Glitter Rock and Roll Part 2.
Yeah.
Again, most people didn't know the name of the artist or the song, the Hey Hey song. And with Steam, nobody knew the name of the artist.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it was just Hey Hey Goodbye.
For our listeners, Google Steam Hey Hey Goodbye and just see what comes up as the image.
Oh, I'm almost afraid to know.
The steamer?
So if you guys know of any songs prior to that were being played at stadiums, please feel free to chime in.
Okay, well, hold on. What years were those two respective songs written?
70, 71. They were early 70s, possibly even 69.
Then you're right, probably. I can't think of, unless they were a novelty song for the 50s or 60s, you're probably right.
Well, right. So that's what I was going to say. There have been other songs that have gotten added into the Stadium Rock library that pre-existed those two, but they were not being played at sporting events at that time, songs from the 50s and 60s.
There is only one song, and it was co-opted by Ohio State, with Hang On Sloopy, because that is the official rock song of the state of Ohio. And so that's been playing in Ohio State after the end of the third quarter. That's probably since the late 60s, early 70s. So.
That's awesome. Well, listen, since you just mentioned that, I think Paul and I can both testify that in 1982, so Auburn is the Tigers, and in 1982, the number one song in all the land was Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. And that became like the big stadium rock song for Auburn football games. They would always play that. Well, I'm pretty sure they still do.
Well, let's get into what's the best stadium rock song?
That's a great question.
Okay, well, okay. So I'll tell you what. Let's move forward chronologically from the early 70s, and then as we hit on songs that really stand out, we'll talk about it at that time. Because the one that I want to mention next, which is probably 74, and there may have been something in between, but the song would be Taking Care of Business by Bachman Turner Overdrive, because it's another song that everybody loves. It kind of has the sing-along, and your team that you're rooting for is supposed to be out there on the field taking care of business.
Yeah.
So it has
I hear that played a lot at basketball, hockey games during timeouts, and that's a good call. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Since we're on that song, the Professor of Rock has like the greatest, one of his specials that he does about this song and how he went up there and he interviewed Randy Bachman on his show. And Randy Bachman said, this guy, they were in there and he goes, well, I take the 915 or whatever into the city. And he just wrote it down verbatim and put that right. It's like the most, you're just laughing your ass off when you hear this Professor of Rock thing. It's really good.
Yeah.
I encourage you to watch it.
Well, look, kudos to Professor of Rock, and his videos are so good and so interesting. And he gets interviews with everybody. I don't know how, but he does. So good for him. And I really enjoy his channel.
But you know what? I don't think that's a state. We should talk about what makes a good stadium rock song. Very little keyboards, and it's got to have. It's the opposite of American Idol, where they say, "This is a Randy Jackson." Go, that's not a singer song. So you got to have, and the song I'm going to bring, which is I think by far is the greatest stadium song, is "We Will Rock You" by Queen.
It probably is.
And because it goes boom, boom,
right,
and it's a recognizable beat.
I'm willing to bet that the term stadium rock began based upon "We Will Rock You."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that allows for crowd participation, which is why they sort of created that song. So
they talk about that in the movie.
Yeah.
Correct. So before we move forward, let's just stop and name some characteristics real quick of what that song needs to have. So I would say this. So let's just say you're at the game and there's a timeout on the field and you're talking to the person next to you. And when that song comes on, like, you will stop your conversation because the song pulls your attention away. It immediately pulls the crowd into the energy of the song.
It has to have a great sort of guitar riff or build up, like a slow build up. Like Welcome to the Jungle is played at the Cincinnati Bengal games.
Phenomenal choice.
Yes. And that partly because the year they went to the Super Bowl was the year that record sort of broke. So 88, 87, 88. So, but yeah, it had a big build up with the guitar riff, and then
because the other song is Crazy Train.
Okay, I was going to say those three. I didn't want to say, well, here's my top three, but We Will Rock You, Welcome to the Jungle, and Crazy Train probably are the three best. Not only are they three great classic rock songs, but they're phenomenal stadium songs.
Thunderstruck is the other one that comes to my mind.
That could go. Yeah, that could easily go in with those three.
The Broncos play that before every game and every home game, and they have paratroopers from the Air Force Academy come in and drop down and parachute into the stadium to Thunderstruck, and it's a really cool thing to see. So
wow, that sounds cool.
Much better than watching the Broncos play.
I'm trying to think what other songs. What about the Icky Shuffle? Is that a good stadium rock song?
Very funny. Well, here I'm going to throw this one out, and I'm putting up my force field.
Don't do it. I think I know where you're going with this.
It's not a song I like, but I think it's a good stadium rock song, and that is The Final Countdown.
Oh my God!
It is.
Kill you.
I do. It charges up the crowd when they play it.
I hear, like when there's a minute left to go in the game and your team's up by one goal. I hear that at hockey games all the time.
Oh my God!
Yes, I knew it.
When I hear that song, I order a root canal operation. Can I get a root canal right now?
I prefaced it with, I don't even like the song, but it's a good stadium song.
The other song that, although I like The Final Countdown, Bon Jovi, "Living on a Prayer."
Yeah,
that is a stadium rock song too.
That song was originally called "Living on a Turd," and then
I thought.
No, it has the building. It has the guitar. It has the build up. I like all of that.
I hear it again, like when it's late in the game and the team's down by a point or two, and they got to bring in the extra goalie.
Yeah.
Or bring off the goalie to bring on the extra hockey player, or whatever.
Right.
Since Steve brought up the Ohio State, I'll bring up what they do at Alabama. They play Black Betty by Rammer Jammer.
Now that
right,
I'm going to tip my hat to that. Now, is that before or after the cousins get married?
That's their first dance song.
Listen, even if it's Alabama, you got to give them credit. It's a good choice and it's unique. No one else is going to play it. It's just them, and I had no idea. So that's I'll give my credit to Alabama. Well, I mentioned on a previous episode that we did, I don't even remember what the topic was, that Virginia Tech, when the game is about to start, they shut off the lights and they start playing the opening licks of Enter Sandman. And then as they bring the lights up and the team comes charging down the field, dude, it gives me chills to see it. That is cool. Great. It's great. It really is. That is. The other newish song over the last 20 years, maybe 25 now, is Seven Nation Army. Yes. Oh, yeah. The White Stripes. Yeah. I got to tell you something. I don't think I was at a stadium. I think I was watching something on TV and they were playing that. And that was the first time I go, wow, I never realized how good that song is in that setting. You know, I had heard it a million times on the radio and never once thought of it in that sort of a use, but it was great. Yeah. So another really good choice. Okay, I got one, and it's a song that was never really a hit or whatever, or maybe it got played on alternative way back in the 90s. But I know you guys know the song. It's called "Song 2" by Blur.
Blur.
Okay,
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
It's a great song. But the first time I ever heard it, and it wasn't in I think it might have even been on a Stadium Rock CD. And I didn't know the song. Yeah. I said, yeah.
Right. It's a woo-woo song.
Yes. You have the Hey Hey song and the woo-hoo song. Yeah.
Because they played that. Where I first heard that song it was one of the trailers. I mean, it was on the trailer for Starship Troopers. And they caught it really cool.
Really?
And that's why I'm like, oh my God. And then, of course, they never used the songs on the trailers in the movies, which makes me want to kill people. And I was like, oh my God, that's a really cool, because like they're blowing up the bugs and woo! Right. It was
okay. So the song was on the trailer, but not in the movie.
Yeah. It happens a lot.
Okay. Man, you got a good memory.
Yeah. Because I remember Casper Van Dien was like, it was cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I love that song, and I think it's a great song, but it's really good. It's really good in a sporting event and a stadium. Okay, this is sort of a predictable choice, but it is good, especially at the very beginning of the game, and it's "Start Me Up" by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, there's a couple songs, I don't know the names of them, and my wife's from Belgium, and they play. You've heard the songs before. But they're instrumentals. They play it like I'll have to find the name. My wife knows them, like at soccer games and stuff over there in Europe. They played them here. I've heard them. I just don't know the name of the songs.
Okay.
And Steve, do you remember the episode of South Park where they're making fun of high school musical, and the guy? Did you see that episode, Steve?
I don't remember.
So they had this kid who was like in all the high school and all the guys. He's like, East Side, West Side, whatever you want to be. And they were making fun of that crappy high school musical thing. And then Cartman, so the guy's dad was this supposedly heterosexual, but he's super effeminate. And like they're eating dinner, he goes, pass the potatoes. No, son, you've got to sing it. Pass the potatoes. So he doesn't really want to sing. He wants to play basketball. And the dad starts slapping him and everybody. He goes, there, I slapped you so super hard. So he finally slaps the dad back. So there's no singing in basketball. So they go to the basketball game. What's that song? Do-do. Hey, do-do, 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 do-do. Hey, what song is that?
Gary Glitter.
Yeah. Oh, that's the same song?
Rock and Roll Part 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then he's like, and they start playing We Will Rock You. And dad's like, we will rock you. I really like this. There's musicals at the basketball. You will laugh your ass off, Steve. It's really good. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there because a lot of people who are in the musicals didn't realize there's so much singing at the.
No, that's true. You know what song I hear a lot and I cannot stand? It's "Sweet Caroline."
That's for what's that? Rutgers?
Not a rock song
or Maryland. That's their team song.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't know that.
It's
well, that explains why they're at the bottom of the Big Ten. Either way,
it's very interesting. Let me tell you, it's an interesting choice. I don't think it has the characteristics.
I love that song, by the way.
But I like it too. But here's the thing: it does have the sing along. Because So about 10 or 15 years ago, suddenly, out of nowhere, this song just gets resurrected. And as a DJ, I'm supposed to be playing it now at parties. I've never played it once.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody's going, "Hey, don't forget, make sure you play Sweet Caroline." And I'm going, "What?" So anyway, and when I play it, they lose their minds. I go, okay, this song has been around since 1966 or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing, but it became a thing. So now you see it on TV commercials too.
I didn't know it was a thing until about 15 years ago. I'm like, when did this all of a sudden blow up?
When did this happen? Yeah. So when I DJ, I have to have it.
Well, when you get older,
it was in a movie that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s.
You're probably right, Steve.
I think
I'm sure.
There was a movie called Saving Silverman, which
Oh
the
God.
the kid from American
J-
Pie, the main
oh,
lead actor,
Right. What
and
is his name? Jason something or other?
I
uh,
can't remember, but he's a big Neil Diamond fan, and I think that song I could be totally wrong, but it was about that time when I started noticing that they were playing that song at sporting events.
Right.
So I don't know if that's where it came from,
he,
but
he is a very unique. I mean, he had crossovers and like they played him on country with my dad. There were songs
Yeah.
by him,
yeah,
Neil
and
Diamond.
Coming to
I don't
America,
know.
that's a great song.
Oh,
Oh
listen,
my God.
in 1966, based upon how you would define the term rock and roll in 1966, he was on the cutting edge. Make no
Yeah.
mistake about it. He was.
Oh, I love.
By
As I've gotten
70s,
older,
yeah. But by the 70s and 80s, he was a balladeer. But in the 60s, this guy was a rocker dude.
Yeah, he's got a great voice.
He does.
oh,
That song at stadiums just drives me nuts. So
Yeah, it's played for one reason, because everybody there will sing along with it and they know the words. So
Yeah.
there you go.
touching me, touching you. What about? You're gonna laugh. Steve's gonna laugh now. Did they play any ABBA at sporting events?
Not that I know of.
just in Sweden.
Probably in Sweden. Soccer games in Sweden, they play it.
That was good, Steve.
Okay, so here I'm gonna throw out one that's definitely not on our list, but it was played one time at a Dolphins game when I don't remember if there was an injury. There was something going on the field, and the game would come to a stop, and it was dragging on. And they played "The Waiting" by Tom Petty, and I said, "Okay, that right there, that was smart." I mean, whoever thought of that, that was smart. It really was. It really was.
Was it during one of Tua's concussions?
Yeah,
oh, that's
probably.
funny.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's really cool about baseball? They have a song. That baseball has a song, and no other sport has a song.
Take me out to the
me
ball
out to the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And everyone knows it.
And everyone knows it.
And it's a really cool thing. Like if you've ever been in Wrigley Field, I've been in Wrigley Field maybe 20 times.
Yeah.
And it's fun it's really fun to do. Like to
and
sing
everybody
it,
sings it. Yeah. It's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even
What
But,
about
I also hear "Put Me in Coach" or "Center Field" from.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
John
Yes.
Fogerty.
A lot.
Yes.
So that is a great
good
baseball
call. Good
song.
call. I know that one time at a Dolphins game, and it was years ago, but they played it was a song by Lenny Kravitz.
Are you
Gonna go my way?
I think it was "Are You Gonna Go My Way?" Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily fit the bill, but it does have a good, powerful energy.
Yeah.
Just for that moment. You've probably got 10 seconds. So just hit the crowd with something to charge them up real quick before the play restarts. So I remember that. What about Blitzkrieg Bop? You guys ever hear that at a sporting event?
Yeah, I think so occasionally.
Have you?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And for me has gotten better over time. I like it
song
way more now than I did in the late
I love
70s.
the Ramones, but there's a movie called Rock and Roll High School.
Yes.
And they are
were in it, right?
Yeah, the whole movie's about that.
Okay.
And this girl played by PJ Souls. It's fairly entertaining actually. But there's like this 8-minute segment where they play live. And I'm telling you, I'll put that segment up against Led Zeppelin, anybody. They are ripping. I mean, the song on the album is a slower tempo. It's the same song, but they are ripping. They play California Sun. I don't know who wrote that originally, Kenny.
Oh God.
They were called
I have that record, the actual 45.
And
I think it's called the Rivieras.
Yes, it is. It's the Rivieras.
Yeah.
So they do Blitzkrieg Bop. The song they do is called Pinhead. Dude, it is awesome. Like, but go ahead, Steve.
I got a serious question.
Yeah.
So who was a more attractive band, the Ramones or AC/DC?
Wow.
Oh God.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Like if I was in a prison cell, which one I would like? I don't know.
Right. Okay. Here's one that you probably hear sometimes, maybe not that often, but it makes sense. And that's the theme from Rocky, Gonna Fly Now.
Oh, I love that song. God.
Yeah.
But have they? Do they play at the Eagles games? I don't know.
I don't know. They probably play it more often at a boxing match than they would at.
Did you see that there's an interview today with Stallone? He goes, all that we had to hustle because we didn't have permits. We had nothing. We were waiting to get arrested.
Oh, really? When he's running up the steps?
Yeah, dude, we didn't have any permits for any of that crap. We didn't have any money.
Wow, that's funny.
Now he's got a
just
statue.
Right. Right.
Oh, yeah, that was yeah. I'm trying to think of his other. What about like I've heard Word Up every once in a while, but I'm trying to think of like any black bands that have the kind of
I'm sure there's few. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I hear "Shout" by the Isley Brothers sometimes.
Oh yeah. That's
Animal House. Yeah, hold it. Isley Brothers originally did "Shout."
Yes, 1959.
Otis Day and the Knights. I thought they did that.
That's a joke. You know, they borrowed
That's
it.
a joke.
You know, okay.
Dwayne Jesse is the actor who played that guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, in Animal House?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because on the Animal House soundtrack, it says by Otis Day and the Knights, you know, so
yeah,
I assumed that they would use the real name of the artist on there, but so that was what he called his band, I guess.
I don't know if he might be able to sing in real life.
Well, he's an actor.
I would say
he could be singing in real life. A lot of actors.
Okay.
Here's a song.
Tom Cruise.
Well, speaking of the Isley Brothers, didn't they write "Twist and Shout"?
Correct.
So that I hear that the Beatles version, obviously, of that.
That's another good call. And by the way, this is one of those examples where once you've heard the remake, you will forget there ever was an original. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it just doesn't bring that energy. The Beatles just whacked it out of the park, and it's like, wow. What about Moni Moni? I think I hear that.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. That is
now it's the Billy Idol version, right?
Or Billy Idol version is what I typically hear.
Nothing against the original Tommy James and the Shondells, but Billy Idol's version, the beat is so powerful. It's thunderous. There's no comparison between which one you're going to play at a stadium.
Yeah, I bet they play that at every Colorado Avalanche game. It's a good song. It gets the crowd going.
Okay. Do they ever play Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin?
I don't think I've ever heard a Led Zeppelin song.
Well, I was wondering if there are any Led Zeppelin songs, and that one sort of jumps out as one that
would be the only one that I think would have a chance of getting achieving stadium rock status for a sporting event.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever heard it.
Okay, so I've got another one, an artist that I genuinely like. I'm not a big fan of this song, but over the years, I've heard it a number of times at different sporting events. The artist is Todd Rundgren. The song is Bang the Drum All Day.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard that at a sporting game, but I believe you.
Okay.
I've only seen it on Carnival Cruise Line commercials.
Right.
I may have heard it at a sporting event, but
I have.
It would be very fitting, yeah. I wouldn't think anything of it. So
okay, Steve, what about Kickstart My Heart?
Oh yeah, definitely. I hear that.
I've heard that.
That is a coming out of Timeout song. Yeah, Motley Crue. And that's a great song. I know you guys aren't big Motley Crue fans, but
I do like that album, Dr. Feelgood album. That is a great album. I have to admit.
Plus that song really fits the bill as far as the stadium rock thing. High energy, booming rock song that people will sing along with.
Yeah, I hear it like when they go to face-offs for hockey games, they'll start with that guitar intro. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
If you start thinking about is there any Billy Joel songs? And I'm not trying to be funny, I don't know. We didn't start the fire. I don't know. It's got a loud.
No, that's a good question.
Come on, baby.
I can't.
He's got a lot of fans.
It is a good question. If I was going to pick a Billy Joel song that I think sort of fits with the whole stadium rock archetype, I think that song "I Go to Extremes" is not a bad choice. It starts off with a strong beat, and it has a lot of energy. It's not overpowering, but
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting. There's a documentary about Billy Joel on HBO right now, which
Oh,
is
okay.
really well done. It's multiple episodes. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay.
It's very fascinating. I'm not a big Billy Joel fan, but it just got me thinking, like, when was the last time he had a song?
Oh,
And not that he needs it. So,
right,
because I
right,
had somebody at work a long time ago said, when was the last time? What has Paul McCartney done lately?
right,
And I'm
right.
like, what does he need to do?
Billy
So,
Joel was
Yeah.
always a mixed bag for me. I mean, he had songs that I liked and songs that I couldn't stand.
yeah,
But if you've ever heard him interviewed, he's so likable. He's a genuine, down to earth, regular blue collar dude. He really
yeah,
is.
You
yeah.
know what song and Kenny will know who actually wrote it because I thought this person I'm about to say actually, and I've heard this at games. New York Groove by Ace Frehley. I've heard that at games, like for the
Right.
Yankees play it sometimes. And
Yeah.
who
I
wrote that song
forgot who
originally?
did that originally. I could find it easy enough, but yeah,
Back
his was a cover.
back in the New York Groove. That's a
Yeah.
great
Well,
song. I
if
love
you well, if you ask Gene Simmons, he'll say he wrote it.
Right, right, exactly. Yeah, don't ask Gene Simmons. But you're right. I mean, if you're a New York sports fan, that's a great song to play at any sort of New York
Do they
event.
do they play rock and roll all night? They used to at some things, right? Or am I just dreaming that?
I hear that.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
I
It
know
would
I've
make
heard it. It's been a
sense.
while.
It would make sense. What about you got to fight for your right to party?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that song. I love the
That would
Beastie
be
Boys.
if they're not playing it, it would be a great stadium.
I think I
Rock.
might have heard that at
You could be
rock
right. It would
sporting
fit
events.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Like
And it's
uh
another song. You don't have to like it to appreciate that they're playing it in the stadium.
Yeah.
what about Sap? Like
I
go
hear
ahead.
it at all the WNBA games I go to.
Right.
They,
Right.
they follow it with sabotage at the WNBA games. We're gonna sabotage basketball,
Uh,
except for Caitlin Clark.
okay. So what about Don't Stop Believing, Journey?
Oh,
That's what I
that
was gonna say.
yeah. They play that at the Rockies games, all like bottom of
Okay.
ninth inning because they're always behind.
I was
So
going to say, it seems like a good song to play as the game is winding down and you're trailing,
yep.
Yeah.
and it's a song everybody loves to sing along with. No doubt about it.
I'm not the biggest Journey fan, so
I like a lot of their stuff. I
Yeah,
have to
I
admit.
do. I do. Most of their 80s material for me was kind of substandard. Their late 70s and
Shut the door.
early 80s stuff I liked, but the mid and later 80s, I thought it wasn't that good. All right. So, well, what about Paradise City?
oh
I have
yeah,
heard that.
I have. I think again though, if you're gonna hear one song, it's probably gonna be "Welcome to the Jungle" from Guns
I
N' Roses.
I concur.
I
I
just played
concur.
that album on Sunday at the gym. I hadn't heard that album all the way through in probably 10 years. Wow. It's still like it, but you got to
It's
listen to it.
phenomenal.
Yeah, but it's got it like you got to be able to hear it like on headphones or your speakers, your car.
Yeah.
It's like Led Zeppelin. The louder it is, the more powerful it is. It's hard to explain. That's how I listen to GNR anyway. But
Okay. We're less than 2 minutes now, so we're going to wrap this up pretty soon. I'm going to give you one last one here. Tell me what you think about "In the Air Tonight," Phil Collins.
it's a great song. I don't know if I've
yeah.
heard it.
If they start it just seconds before that drum thing kicks
Yeah.
in, that
That's
would
the
be a
part.
real charger.
It takes too long to get there. That's the only
Correct.
problem.
Yeah.
So.
The long.
Hey, speaking of Genesis, do they ever? I can't say it. By Peter Gabriel, a certain song with a primate in the title.
What?
There's a song of Peter Gabriel's that has a primate name in the title.
Oh, Shock the Monkey.
Oh, that
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That's we should talk about him one night.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, his albums are phenomenal.
Yeah,
So,
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, he lots of great songs. Okay, well, listen, I think that we should just go ahead and wrap it up there then because we're about out of time. And one last one. I didn't think about this. "Come On, Feel the Noise" by Quiet Riot. I definitely have heard that.
Originally
Yeah.
by by
by
Blade.
Slade.
yes, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely heard Quiet Riot. I've heard their version.
What about Cherry Pie? Was that ever used?
Definitely not.
I
I hope
hear
not.
Oh yeah.
It might be. Now that you mention it, it might be.
Oh,
Greatest
God.
music video
We're,
ever.
we're out of time. Let's wrap it up. This is the Great Classic Rock Debate. I'm Kenny.
I'm Paul.
I'm Steve.
And if you're watching right now, please like, comment, and subscribe. We will love you for that. Until we meet again, we'll see you next time.